We welcome Surveen to our podcast.
Hi Jeevan, how are you today?
I'm doing excellent.
I told you about that too.
Yes.
When I was 18 years old, I went down to Texas and I did a door-to-door sales job for 4 months in the summer.
Instantly, I said, if this girl can do this in USA and be successful, I said, okay, give yourself 3 months. You give yourself 3 months, and you will never look back. Did you see any advantage or disadvantage of you being a woman in a male-dominated field?
The relationship building and the communication that I can do versus a lot of other agents, I think that did give me an advantage. And again, it's also the brokerage I joined, so I have never really had any bad experiences because I was in such a nice, supportive environment. So one of the things that we have started, myself and 2 other females, is Females in Real Estate.
Okay.
It's a platform to network. It's a platform to put yourself out there, meet with great women that are already succeeding in the field, be it lawyers, mortgage agents, investors or realtors.
You guys might have ran into very high profile type of realtors, but we got the best of the best in the market, and no one can challenge me that because the stats of Surveen Kaur is there. With that, we welcome Surveen to our podcast.
Hi Jeevan, how are you today?
I'm doing excellent. I'm so excited because yes, I know a lot of people in this industry, but you are at a very young age when I first met you, and have inspired not only me but so many other people because so many people call me to ask about you. So with that, I'm going to ask you, what made you come into real estate?
So I think I definitely believe in destiny too, that in the way we met and in the way things played out. I always tell everyone, the fact that I met you in 2018 and the way things lined up, I've been very lucky in a way or form, and in the success that I've achieved, but also having gotten the best guidance possible. Real estate specifically, I remember our first sit down together. I told you about that too.
Yes.
When I was 18 years old, I went down to Texas and I did a door-to-door sales job for 4 months in the summer. And when a lot of people, university kids might be enjoying their summers and whatnot, I decided to go down south and sell pest control door to door. And the catch was it was commission only.
Right.
So you could go down there all summer and make no money if you don't sell the product. And I started off a little bit slow, but by the end of the summer, I was one of the top 3 selling reps. And
actually, when I do remember you mentioning about that, and as soon as I heard that, and instantly I said, if this girl can do this in USA and be successful, I said, okay, give yourself 3 months. You give yourself 3 months, and you will never look back. And I can honestly say, you went way beyond expectations, and even I didn't think of that, to be quite honest. But I think your drive and your consistency, your personality, you being a woman, I'm gonna touch on that, was amazing how you outperformed so many male-dominated industry people. So I wanna actually touch on that. Did you see any advantage or disadvantage of you being a woman in a male-dominated field?
I think I see it as an advantage because, in a room full of 10 agents, if I was the one female standing there.
The charm walks in,
Not like that. But, it's more of the feminine touch you add when you're selling homes, or the relationship building that I can do versus, not trying to say anything bad about males, but the relationship building and the communication that I can do versus a lot of other agents. I think that did give me an advantage. Obviously, it can be a little bit uncomfortable for females. If the gender ratio is 90 to 10, you do feel slight intimidation.
Yes.
And it can be uncomfortable time to time, but I think definitely if you walk in confident, you can conquer the room. And and again, it's also the brokerage I joined, so I have never really had any bad experiences because I was in such a nice, supportive environment, be it with you, be it with my team. It's always been a very respectful environment. So being a female in a group of 10 males and 1 female, it was always great for me because I was surrounded by great people.
There was the comfort level. And so what advice would you give to other ladies that I'm so sure, and I can say this convincingly, not only the ladies, actually, the guys pay very close attention to you and what you have achieved in last 5-6 years, let's say. But I want to target, what advice can you give to the ladies who might be intimidated, who might think, oh my God, I can't do it. What advice do you have for those ladies?
I would say, so one of the things that we have started, myself and 2 other females, is Females in Real Estate.
Okay.
It's a platform to network. It's a platform to, put yourself out there, meet with great women that are already succeeding in the field, be it lawyers, mortgage agents, investors that are, or realtors. So it kind of like is a really, really good group of people. Where you just kind of meet, mingle, talk about things, how to kind of like pull yourself out of the shell if needed.
Okay.
So we have some very experienced females, and then we have some new females that are joining it consistently.
Is this only for like the South Asian, or is it open to anyone?
Everyone. So I've even had some builder reps like Natalia, Claudia Romano, Nicole, like people that have been coming and being a part of these groups. And that way, even like builder reps are getting involved with like some resale agents, and these are people from all over the GTA.
Actually,
so
I can
it's
say
a good platform too.
I was just gonna say that is a very innovative, different, unique idea. I want to use those words, and this is what I mean. I have seen you grow into real estate as a female and industry-wide, and of course your awards speaks volume. It's not even you have to speak. Your awards becoming like the top people in the industry. Not only our brokerage, and that speaks volume, and I'm so proud of you for that. And what other advice do you have if people want to work into pre-construction as opposed to resale? Do you want to say anything on that, which is an advantage or disadvantage, or what they should focus on?
So I think resale, there's already like some very prominent figures, and like I think the tougher part with resale is like door knocking and all of those things. If you want to start in pre-construction right now, I personally think it's a really, really good time, because you don't have to line up. You don't really have to, ask people for allocations. You can just walk into any builder sales office, negotiate deals, and truly get some really, really good deals for your buyers. But one thing we have to focus on in a market like today is being very customer focused.
Right.
So more relationship focused. This is not a market where you meet a client today and they will buy today.
No.
They might not like the first project you show them, maybe not the second, but if someone's coming to meet you and see what's out there, eventually it'll hit. So it's more about that consistency aspect.
Okay.
And honestly, when we were selling back in 2019, like I remember coming to the office, calling every single day to book appointments for one day, Sunday. Right? You might go there and you get ghosted.
Yes.
But you still got up on Monday, came back, made calls again.
Yes.
And then it would eventually hit. But I feel like right now the market we're in, and because we're so spoiled after, COVID and the market,
stuff like that.
So it's very tough to kind of like get yourself up after like a no-show or like getting ghosted by a client or whatever. But I think now is that time to kind of rebuild those habits back up again, and we got to build those things up, and then when market's hot again, you'll see.
And it's funny that, Surveen, that you mentioned the word COVID, because I can vouch for this. I specifically remember coming to this brokerage, actually not to boost, but we had like quite a bit large office here at Home Life Jeevan Realty, and all the offices were sitting vacant, empty during the COVID. And what I've seen when I came back after a month or months, because we were not allowed to come into the office, Surveen and their team member, there was only 2 people that were sitting in the corner unit. And crazily enough, I remember that. I clearly remember, because not even our staff was there. But much later I found out that, Surveen and the teammates, they actually done video calling. At that time it was never popular, and we were so intimidated. But I remember you guys doing that, and without mentioning the project or the location, and you guys managed to do like high volume of double digits that I haven't even done in 30 years. So having said that, I mean, I am exaggerating, but what I'm saying is you guys done those numbers when the city was shut down. So your word consistency, I saw that. So when Surveen is talking about that, my advice, if it means anything to you guys, is anyone that is watching, whether it's the ladies or men, Guys, consistency is the key component. Continue working even during the bad time. If Surveen can do it during the COVID when the city was shut down and produce in a new innovative way, just like you guys started your program, fire, because I believe that's something new as well. The leaders always start something new, and you are a leader in our industry. I can say that openly. Builders could be watching. The people, real estate people are. You guys know when we talk about Surveen in the industry, she's one of the top there is. And what other thing would you like to add on, if anything?
I would say right now everyone's focusing, I know there's a lot of news, a lot of like noise outside with tariffs and like everything going on. I watched Bobby's podcast too, like you guys brushed over the fact. I also do believe like slow and steady, when the political shift happens and elections happen and everything, I do think good times are coming ahead. That being said, like for buyers, if there's any buyers right now watching, there's some really, really good deals right now in the market. Like even myself, I'm constantly at the moment looking because you can really negotiate, like negotiation power right now, be it with builders, be it resale, like the negotiation power right now, if someone needs to sell, they are gonna work with you. Like we even, in one of the most recent deals we just signed, we got a client $70,000 decor dollars. Like usually normal is $10K. So to get that extra $60,000, like deals right now are really, really good. So it's just more of like kind of gaining that confidence and like putting it back into the market. I
think the end users could really 100%. Use these deals, because I know some people do have the funds, but they're so afraid or are sidelined because of what's happening in the south of the border. And this is my advice to all the people that are watching, and I said it in another podcast as well. Regardless of it's 1% or 10% or 50% tariff, the life must go on.
It's true.
How could the life not go on? So if the people, they will always need shelter, they will need their homes, whether the parents are assisting, helping their kids, so-called, and whether it's a new married couple. I know you guys are gonna need your own place to stay. And what better than Canada? Canada is one of the leading countries in the world, I would like to say, even though we're going through a little bit of a struggle, but we have seen heydays. So a little bit of ups and downs is expected in life. And I think they should keep going and talk to the professional person such as Surveen. Actually, I want you to share your phone number as well, should anybody need your services.
So my number is 647-859-6753. And or you can even follow me on Instagram at Sold by Surveen.
You heard it there, guys. I thank you so much, Surveen. It's been very informative, and I think it was a wonderful energy that you brought to the podcast, and I'm so sure this is not the first and this is not the last. We'll keep looking for future podcasts from Surveen as well. Thank you so much, Surveen.
Thank you.